Hello, my name is Jake Miller, and today I'm here with Alejandro Escobar Santo Maria.
Yes, Alejo is fine.
Very nice. Thank you for being here today, Alejo. Today we're going to talk a little bit about investors, entrepreneurs, and deciding on how, or the things that are important, and deciding on how to invest. Now that sounds a little bit convoluted, but stay with me for just a minute. Alejo, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your family, where you come from, briefly, and then we're going to try to analyze from an advice standpoint what we should tell the audience in regards to investing.
Okay, so as Jake told, I'm Alejandro Escobar Santa Maria. Alejo is fine. I come from a family in which both families have been business owners and entrepreneurs. From my mom's side, my grandfather and his whole family have been cattle farmers and agriculture, and from my dad's side, it's been mining and heavy industry. So that's what we do. We explore a bit on construction, agriculture. Now we're developing some of the land that we own. And we also invest some stuff here and there.
With that background and insight, Alejo, today we want to talk to the investors out there. The people and individuals that perhaps are entrepreneurs, but not quite an investor, and they want to invest in something besides themselves for the first time. Or that, now that you've worked your entire career, your entire life, and now you've got something accumulated and you're thinking of investing for the first time. We need to provide them with some advice.
Jake, I think there's two things that are very important. First one is that you understand what they're inviting you to do. I don't know anything about rocket science, I'm not going to invest in a rocket company, right? Unless it's, Lockheed Martin, and that I know it's not a rocket company. It's a huge company that just does business with the government. So that's the first thing. If I don't know anything about certain type of thing, I'm not going to do that, because if I'm going to invest, I want to feel that I can contribute to something, not just money, right?
Well, along the lines of what you're saying, Warren Buffett once said, know what you invest in. And I think there's a lot of wisdom there, in the sense that you're not just going to the casino and putting your money in the slot machine and hoping that the numbers come around to the right thing. You're placing your money where your experience and your knowledge is.
Yes, and that's one, and then you have to decide if you want to be in like an active part of the thing or passive part of the same thing. Both are fine, but something you also need to do. And the second, I think, even more important than the first one, is knowing who you're doing business with, right?
Okay, so not only knowing your investment, but knowing who you're investing in.
Yeah, because we've had a bad partner. It's the best way to lose money. The people that you invest with and you do business with needs to be good people that you understand yourself, people that you know are decent human beings, people that you know are respectful with your time, with your money, with whatever they are getting from you.
So some of the highlights of the things that we've talked about so far, first and foremost, when considering investing, is you need to know your investment. You need to be intimately involved, or that you've historically been very well educated in where you're putting your money. Secondly, you mentioned something interesting. Are you going to be active, personally involved, or are you going to be passive? Are you just putting your money into something that you know really, really well? And thirdly, not only into something, but into someone. You need to know who you're getting into business with.
Yeah.
And if there are problems, based on experience you mentioned, if there are problems, you shift your focus from the operations and from the investments itself to the problems with the partners, to fighting. And that obviously is as you said, the best way, or the most detrimental way to lose money in a business.